All right, so in this video, we have Bobby Lee talking about Brendan Schaub, like where their relationship is at right now. He also talks about Khalyla a little bit. He also talks about his brother, who he says you probably won't see on the Tiger Belly podcast anytime soon, even though he was just on Bad Friends, but it looks like him and Khalyla probably aren't very cool with each other right now. So the clips we're going to be checking out here are from Bobby Kelly's podcast that Bobby Lee was just on. And I don't think Bobby Kelly really keeps up with the drama that much. I don't think he really knows what's going on. But some fans wrote in some questions. And of course, the questions are related to the drama with Khalyla and Bobby's brother and Brendan Schaub.
So David Knox asks if your brother's going to be on Tiger Belly again.
Well, my brother just did Bad Friends.
He did?
It comes out this week.
Oh, great.
Yeah, and it's the funniest episode we've done. Aside from Andrew. I mean, all the Andrew ones are great, but this one with my brother is wild.
Okay, good.
It comes out this week, and my brother won't be on Tiger Belly for a while.
Why?
I can't get into it.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he hit you?
No.
Did
I
you
love him
fight?
very much.
Did you fight? You fought?
Whoever the guy that asked the question is trying to stir problems.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like people who stir problems.
You don't like stirring
Next
problems.
question.
So you got in a fight with your brother?
No, I love my brother. Go ahead.
But you get into a fight?
I don't know. See, this is why.
Okay.
This is why the rattle comes out.
I won't.
The rattle. If you ask me again, the rattle.
I won't ask you that again.
All right.
But you guys are good.
So I think most people probably assumed we'd never see Bobby's brother on Tiger Belly again because him and Khalyla obviously have some problems with each other. I think during all that Brendan Schaub stuff, or maybe even before that, sometime around then, there's some DMs that were leaked from Bobby's brother to some girl, I think, where he's talking about how Khalyla's bad for him. She might be using him, and he mentioned the guy she was seeing in Hawaii every weekend. So I'm sure that's why Bobby didn't want to go into it here, because it probably caused some trouble between him and Khalyla. Even though at this point, I think they're basically done. You know, they still do that podcast together, but I think they're basically broken up at this point, which is good. You know, up here he talks about how Brendan broke them up because of the whole thing that went down last year. If that's true, then you should thank Brendan for that.
Next question.
Saiyan Z Rage says, ask him about Brendan Schaub and Bryan Callen threatening him.
See, there we go.
They threaten you?
I mean, it's just like you just like to stir up.
Buddy, I'm not asking the
people did.
Let me ask you a question. Do I know the questions before they come in?
No, I just have them in front of me.
Okay. I didn't know. Why'd they threaten you?
Because you now you're opening up. I mean, think about the refrigerator.
Can you cover your stomach?
All right, so what you're opening up a window.
I'm kidding.
And a
That
door.
was a
No,
joke.
the Brendan Schaub thing.
Oh, this thing, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I thought you were getting
That,
mad at
it's a whole. It's. Oh, let me say something.
Why would they threaten you? Those are macho big guys that really could hurt somebody. Why would they threaten you?
Oh man, it's such a big thing, man.
Just tell me the little version.
There is no little version.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Let me ask.
So what you're trying to do is.
I'm just asking. What happened? What was your part of it?
There is no part.
You didn't. They just threatened you. Let's beat up Bobby.
Because if I were to even get into it right now, it's gonna start the war again, and it's died down.
Okay, so they don't really want to hurt you.
No,
I don't think Bobby needs to worry about this starting back up again. I mean, I think Brendan just wants to forget about it. Obviously, I mean, he wanted to forget about it right after it happened. And now he has bigger problems to deal with, like Mark Harley. You know, I don't think he cares about what Bobby Lee is saying. But also, if Bobby Kelly hasn't been following this at all, it is a lot to get into to explain everything. So I understand that. But Bobby Lee shouldn't have to worry about Brendan Schaub retaliating because he talked about it on some podcast. At this point, Brendan's got bigger things to worry about.
Okay, so they don't really want to hurt you.
No, I just have to say this, is that my relationship with those two guys are pretty much done.
Really?
Yes.
I thought you were friends with them.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
That stinks.
It's getting easier. You know what I mean? I think Brendan texted me the other day. I texted him back.
Oh, that's
A
good.
very abrupt text back.
What was it? Watch your back?
No, he's like, I have a job thing for you.
Oh, cool.
And I go, nah, and that was pretty much it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
He had a job for you, and you said no.
It was like an ad thing or whatever,
Oh.
an opportunity for me, but I was just like, nah, I'm not interested.
Was it good money?
It was okay.
Was it for a product you didn't like?
No, it was fine.
Oh,
Yeah, I just, right now, I'm not ready to do business with them.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was serious.
Very serious.
Wow.
And very ugly. And it, you know, it had to do with my breakup with Khalyla.
Oh, shit.
They did it.
They broke you up.
Mm-hmm. They were a big part of it.
Wow.
And
So it was much like the Ari, you broke Ari up with the girl. Was it like that?
If you're not familiar with that situation with Ari, I made a video talking about it a while back you could check out. But I just think it's funny that Bobby's saying that Brendan and Bryan are responsible for his breakup with Khalyla, which, you know, there probably is some truth to that because they broke up right after all this drama went down. And also, I'm pretty sure Brendan and Bryan were using the gold digger rumors and the Hawaii stuff as blackmail against Bobby and Khalyla because obviously they thought they were running the fight in the kids subreddit. And I don't think Brendan and Bryan ever really went public with that information or like did anything with it. Like they just used it to threaten Bobby. But then Khalyla admitted it on the H3 podcast. Like she admitted she was going to Hawaii every weekend to see some guy. And she really didn't need to admit that. Like Bobby did not want her talking about that, if I remember it correctly. Like he was like, no, we don't need to go into it. We don't need to. And she's like, no, let's put it out in the open. And obviously Ethan wanted to hear about it too. So their breakup definitely did seem like a response to all this drama. Like I remember right when they broke up, I thought they were doing it just for optics to try to get people to stop hating on Khalyla because at the time she was getting a lot of hate, maybe just as much as Brendan. But now it looks like they're definitely broken up. So if he feels like Brendan and Bryan are responsible for that, he should thank them because that is obviously a good thing for him. Like I said in a bunch of videos, he definitely came out of this the winner. Bobby did, you know. He was in this really toxic relationship. Khalyla was seeing some guy every weekend in Hawaii. He definitely was not doing well with that. And you know, this needed to happen. Them breaking up was a good thing for both of them probably. So also in that clip I just played, Bobby mentioned that Brendan came to him with some job opportunity or something. Man, I would have loved to hear what that was. Knowing Brendan is probably like him just trying to get Bobby to do some work for him for free or something, you know? Or like maybe Brendan's just trying to get some kind of like dialogue back and forth going and maybe be friends with Bobby again. But I don't think Brendan's very good at handling these situations, so I don't know if that'll happen. Maybe if they do a podcast together, I think people would like to see that. That'd be pretty funny. Maybe they could work things out on a podcast, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And then make sure you go check out my Patreon. There's a bunch of videos up there. I also just posted one about Randall Carlson. I think he might have seen my video and responded to it. So if you want to see that, make sure you go check out my Patreon. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you leave me a comment, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you at the next video.